Video number 4 for the day, cranking these bad boys out. Now, this is a completely unrelated topic from my past 2 videos, because one was sports and 2 were rap battle reviews. But this is a nerd talk / video game review, and this is kind of uncharacteristic of me to do a video game review if I don't beat the game yet. It's uncharacteristic of me to do a video game review before I actually beat the game, but I want to talk about Resident Evil 6. Now, yes, I have played it, and I am an owner of Resident Evil 6. I have not beat the game yet. But, I've been reading a lot of negative criticism for it. I mean, I read a Yahoo article that said it was worse than Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 5 was a bad game. I'm like, Resident Evil 5 was not a bad game, and neither is Resident Evil 6. I think the reason why, I mean, like, they said that originally Resident Evil 6 was not supposed to come out until 2013, 2014, but they rushed production. You know, they seem, I mean, like, here's the main problem. I mean, like other people have been having with the series ever since it went to Resident Evil 5. I mean, Resident Evil 4 was a bomb game. It kept its it kept to its genre. The gameplay was instead of the second, well, the third person shooter, like when you just walk around and shoot and aim. It utilized the over the shoulder camera view for the, I mean. And to me, that works. That's like the best thing that Resident Evil has done for the gameplay system is the over-the-shoulder camera view. But a lot of people said ever since Resident Evil 5 dropped, and Resident Evil 6 and their gameplay, they say that it's not been true to the series. It's been too much of an action / shooter than a survival horror game. Like the game's not being true to its roots. I mean, to me, Resident Evil 2 was, I mean, like one of the best. I mean, Resident Evil 2 to me was the scariest one out of all of them. And then, I mean, but if you ask me which is my favorite out of the whole series, I gotta say it's between 2 and 4. But that's just me. I mean, and I can see where people say that it's going past its roots, and it's not Resident Evil. It's not Resident Evil anymore. It's just another action game. And some people be like, well, if I want to play an action game, if I want to play a shooter, then I'll just play Call of Duty, or I'll just play Metal Gear Solid, or I'll just play another game along the lines of that. I mean, and that's understandable, but I mean, you got to understand, it is what it is. And, these guys, they work hard, to develop these games for us to play. I mean, so, I mean, of course, not everybody's going to be happy for it, but I mean, just take the game for what it is. I mean, the graphics are beautiful, so is the storyline. You get to use 4 possible characters. You get to use Jake, Wesker's son. You get to use Chris. You get to use Leon, and a couple other characters that hopefully are going to be for downloadable content. And let's see. Back to the gameplay. Like I said, I love the gameplay. I mean, I love how pretty much how the system is, but there is a little bit more melee in this game than actual shooting. I mean, because in Resident Evil 5, you utilize melee a lot, and the combat knife was your friend. In this game, not so much. And you do have to rely on your guns a little bit more, but like I said, it relies on like action commands and melee so much more than running and shooting, or at least to me. Especially in Leon's campaign, Leon's storyline. In Chris's storyline campaign, you do a lot more running and shooting than anything, a la Call of Duty. But I mean, to me, like I said, it's not a bad game, and I don't see why people are complaining. Besides the fact that it hasn't kept true to its roots. I mean, but other people are saying, well, they only give the game a 7 out of 10 at best. They only give. But me so far, I gave Resident Evil 5 a 9.5 out of 10, 9.4 out of 10, or 9.5 out of 10. But this game, I'll probably give it just a solid 9 out of 10. I mean, but that's just me. But to me, this game has, like, what more could you ask for a Resident Evil game besides, more scare tactics? I mean, like I said, the gameplay is pretty fluid. I like the gameplay system. The graphics are beautiful, and I like the storyline. I mean, to me, there's nothing more you could ask for. I don't really get what the other complaints are. But anyway, for anybody who's played Resident Evil 4, for anybody who's played Resident Evil 6, or for anybody who's beat it, what do you think of the game? I mean, is it worth and for people who haven't played it and who only seen the gameplay, do you think that it's worth the buy? And do you think that it's shying away from being survival horror to just straightly action / shooter is enough to make you not buy the game? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with more videos soon. Thanks. Subscribe to the page. Peace.